Hey, welcome to the Common Sense Stoners channel. On this channel, we're going to give our common sense opinions about political topics, entertainment, food, whatever we may stumble across. Anyway, thanks for watching, and I hope you enjoy. Hey, how's it going? So today we're going to be looking at Trump being indicted now for like the January 6th, trying to say that he knew that it was a fake election, that he lost the election. He knew he lost the election, but he was saying it was stolen the whole time. But he knew that it was not stolen. But he said it anyway several times, and that's what caused January 6th and yada, yada, yada. So now they're all pissed at him about that, supposedly. But it's all just quote unquote trumped up charges as usual. But I'm just wondering how come Trump can't, or can he? I'm not sure, file harassment charges against the DOJ. Because it's like every week they come out with something new. For years now. For years they've been going after him. Fault this, that, this, and that. The DOJ lately, though, I guess. But I don't know. How can't he file a harassment lawsuit against the DOJ? Seeing as how they just keep coming out every week with new indictments against them that are not holding any water. They're all fake. They're all junk. They tried to impeach him on the January 6th bull crap, and now that didn't go through. So now they're trying to indict him on it. He's already been proven innocent on it. It's insane. But anyway, this is Laura Ingraham and Vivek Ramaswamy on there talking about it. And Vivek's great. He's a great guy. I hope Trump picks him for vice president. If Trump makes it to hopefully, he better be the runner-up through the primaries and everything. But I hope Vivek's the vice president because he's a pretty cool guy, it seems. He's got a tight in the shoulders. He's young. If he gets 4 years as vice, then he can hopefully get 8 years as president. And then maybe America will be on the right track. So let's see what he says here, though.
First here now, reaction to today's indictment. Vivek Ramaswamy, 2024 GOP presidential candidate. Vivek, your view of this, 45 pages, speedy trial necessary, and it looks like the presidential race for Biden is being run out of the DOJ.
That's exactly right, Laura. Now, I have said this before in each of the other two indictments. I'll say it again. This sets an awful precedent in our country. They're going full banana republic, full third world on this. I think that sets a dangerous precedent. Now, on this specific indictment, Laura, I think there are a couple of really concerning facts. First, they're using an unprecedented legal theory. Alvarez was a case in 2012, still good law, that holds that public officials and candidates for elected office can make false statements, period.
And I guess Vivek Ramaswamy himself is suing the DOJ right now for blocking his FOIA. Right there, and the FOIA request. Okay, yeah. So that's in this video. We'll see. He'll talk about that then.
So he's by definition using an unprecedented legal theory here. I think the more dangerous part of this is, Laura, it doesn't even relate to Trump. It relates to the legal system. By criminalizing the behavior of 4 co-conspirators, lawyers who were giving good faith legal advice to Trump. The job of a lawyer is to actually provide legal advice. Trump was seeking legal advice. And I think this indictment then pushes the boundary even further on just legal grounds. And a general rule of thumb is if you're going to try to indict a political opponent and a former president in the middle of an election, it better darn well not be based on an unprecedented, untested, flimsy legal theory. That's exactly what we have here, which is dangerous.
Yeah, the novel application of the law. That's great timing to put that into play. Now, Vivek, I mentioned this briefly earlier, but this judge, Amy Chutkan, who's handling this case, back in 2022, the AP called her the toughest punisher in the January 6 cases. She's a former assistant public defender nominated by Obama, and she's consistently.
Yeah, this is another thing, too. The judge worked with Hunter Biden at a law firm together at the same time. And now she's going to be the judge over the main candidate against her ex-worker's father. but yet somehow this is allowed too.
Taken the hardest line against the defendants of January 6th of any judge serving on Washington's federal trial court. She worked for Boies Schiller, which of course is Hunter Biden's firm of choice, where he was getting a lot of his money from these foreign entities run through the same law firm that represented Alexander Vick.
Yeah, that's the thing though. Hunter may have not worked there because I don't think he does anything. I think he's just been a career extortionist. And that's it. So we'll see.
Vindman, I believe Samantha Powers, others, the connection to Harvey Weinstein and Jeffrey Epstein. This is quite the connection that we're drawing here. But does any of this surprise you?
It doesn't. It also goes to show why the choice of jurisdiction and venue matters deeply. And I think Jack Smith knows exactly what he's doing. Laura, it just strikes me as the truth of the matter here. They are not going to stop until they get him going or get him coming. And I say this as somebody who is running against Trump. I'm polling at third in the Republican primary now. It would be easier for me if Donald Trump were eliminated from competition. That is not how any of us should want to win, because that is bad for this country.
And that right there is a true person. He's, you know what I mean? He wants to win on merit-based. He doesn't want to see his enemies just fall down, make him look dirty, even though he didn't do anything himself. Just as long as they look dirty enough, he'll win. No, he's not running on that. He wants to be a good person. He knows it. And I think he knows Trump is the rightful one to be president this time. He should be the one to be president. And hopefully Vivek is aiming for vice. I hope. Knock on wood, you know?
That is why I think it's important for those of us competing against Trump to take a strong stand against these politicized indictments. It's also why, Laura, I'm happy to share this right now, is earlier this evening, I actually filed suit against the DOJ, following up on my earlier FOIA request, trying to get to the bottom of what Biden and Merrick Garland told Jack Smith. That is transparency the public really deserves here. I do not believe that this special veil of a special prosecutor is really as separate as they're making it out to be. I filed a FOIA request in relation to the last case, which, contrary to law, they rebuffed, did not respond in substance. So we filed that lawsuit today, and we're filing a new FOIA request. But either way, Laura, we have to get to the bottom, the truth of the matter here. And the answer is this is a politicized persecution.
Yeah, Vivek, I don't think the American people are going to know the truth unless there's a change in leadership. I mean, Republicans are staking the future on these investigations, and we're learning a lot, which is fantastic.
That's right.
But you got to beat them at the polls. And that means early voting, ballot harvesting, 50-state campaign, getting more minority voters, that multi-ethnic coalition.
You got to beat them at the polls. Then you got to hope that whoever you voted in is not a rhino just waiting to snuff Trump out or block the agenda of anybody on the right because they're just rhinos. So hopefully those people have all been sorted out and we know who's who now, who's on what side, who's the true conservatives. I hope.
That you've talked about, that's where it's at. That's how you drain the swamp. The investigations, everyone knows Biden's a crook now, and they apparently don't care. A lot of people don't care.
And that's why this has to be a landslide, 1980 Reagan-style landslide, Laura. That's why I'm in this race. We're going to have to bring young people along with us. That will make the difference between a razor-thin election and a landslide moral mandate. And if I am elected, you have my pledge, Laura, that we will open this kimono up, roll that log over, see what crawls out. From the Jeffrey Epstein client list to what's happened in these cases, we, the public, can handle the truth. It's not like you can't handle the truth. No, we can handle the truth.
Vivek,
there's no such thing as a noble lie. The public deserves to know.
Yeah, we were going to actually have you on originally to talk about why young people, especially young men in high school, young boys in high school are becoming perhaps more conservative. And I think not just the cancel culture and all the anti-masculinity stuff that's going on, but I think just this basic sense of fairness that people are recoiling from. It's just not fair, and it's pragmatic. Speak to that as it relates to this breaking news tonight.
I think there's part of our human nature, Laura, that demands the truth. We as human beings, the thing that make us different from animals is that we relate to one another based on actually telling the truth to each other. We now live in a moment where the government repeatedly hides from us the truth about, be it the origin of COVID-19, be it the Hunter Biden laptop story and the truth of that matter, the truth about what happened on January 6th, and now the truth about what's really behind these politicized indictments. I think we, the people, are at a place where we just want the government to tell us the truth. Tomorrow, Laura, I'm actually going to Nashville, speaking of young people, calling, this is pre-scheduled, to call on them to release that manifesto of the transgender shooter.
For that. Yeah, we've been asking
They're
for that.
hiding it. But all of these things are deeply related, Laura, to a government that does not trust its people with the truth. That's what we're going to change. And if I'm running and in charge, that's exactly what we're going to deliver.
Yep, sunshine as always, the best disinfectant. Thank you, Vivek. Great to see you tonight. Now back now to our legal team.
All right, cool. So, yeah, that's just like I said, it's disgusting that a DOJ is allowed to do this over and over again. Just keep going after him. The Department of Justice, the FBI, everybody's just all in the deep state, the swamp. It's disgusting. It's revealing how corrupt this country really is, and we don't realize it. And now it's all coming to light because they don't want Donald Trump no matter what, because they know he's coming after people. And Donald Trump, when he says he's going to do something, he does it. He will try his damnedest to do it the fullest. And they're worried about that, I believe. I hope. They better be. I mean, I hope when Trump gets in there, he cleans house. But all right, if you like this video, subscribe, like, share, and we'll see you next time. Thank you.